Well, hello everyone, it's me, Coach Carmen, the Kingdom Health, Purpose, and Wealth Coach and founder of SharingTheBliss.com. And you're in the kitchen with Coach Carmen. Today I wanted to do a video on jackfruit. You know, every month, this year, 2018, I am going to be facilitating a new 28-day body and soul detox. So if you haven't joined us in January, you have next month, February, to join the 28-day body and soul detox. Beloved, it is so important that you do a detox quarterly at least. So these detoxes are amazing. This is my 8th year doing the detoxes, and every year the testimonials are just more and more profound. So we are in week 2 of this 28-day body and soul detox. So we're actually into our cooked vegan portion of the detox. So I wanted to do a video on jackfruit, which is being used really now as a meat substitute, and it is an amazing meat substitute. Jackfruit really is one of those big old watermelon looking fruit, huge. They can grow so big, and they are rich in body cleansing, hunger satisfying fiber. So it actually cleanses the body, and it feeds you to the point where you're satiated, and you are feeling like you're full. And that's really important when you are detoxing, right? And this is a stage of the detox where we're eating satisfying meals, you know, as much as you like, but there's no animal in the food or nothing connected to an animal. That's why it's vegan and not vegetarian, right? So I wanted to try something different. I usually have the texture soy protein and different meat options like that. I don't really like seitan because it is made of gluten. The other meat substitutes, you know, are pretty much all soy. And even though I personally don't have a big issue with soy, it's a big controversy about soy. So I wanted to incorporate some other meat substitutes. So that's why I am trying the jackfruit. It's the first time I'm trying it. Instead of purchasing the jackfruit that's already cut up, it's amazing how much like meat it looks like. It is amazing. It really does look like ham or something. But I decided to try a packaged version of the jackfruit. So this is what I purchased at Taste Buds Health Food Store, our health food store, local health food store. And you can find this just about anywhere now. It has, you know, meat substitutes. So this is the Jackfruit company, and this particular jackfruit is teriyaki, right? So it's a meat texture. It's excellent source of fiber. 100% of the calories, 100 calories per serving. Nut-free, dairy-free. It's vegan, and so we're going to try this together. All right. Okay, so I have the jackfruit taken out of the package, and it looks like this. So it's pretty much ready to just be heated and served, basically. But you know, we have to put the Coach Carmen spin on everything. I'm not satisfied that this is going to taste the way I want it to taste, because it doesn't really look the way I want it to look. I need it to look more, see, I don't know, well, you'll see, because we just doctor things up here at Sharing the Bliss. We want to make sure everything is absolutely delicious, beautiful, and amazing. And this looks like it can use a little help, even though it does look like meat. It really does, right? But I don't see any spices here too much, and yeah, it needs some help. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside. I already have my brown rice on, because one of the things that we're teaching the ladies is to just make sure that you know how to make some basic brown rice. Right, so this is the brown rice. Now this rice, it's pretty cooked. I'm going to close it really quickly, because now I turned it off because it's pretty done. But I turned it off because I wanted to be able to just let it steam cook the rest of the way so it doesn't get too soggy. So I started to prep my veggies, and I just cut up some squash, yellow squash here. And And now I'm going to cut up this cabbage. To show you, this is a red organic cabbage. So basically, what I'm going to do, cut a piece of this off. So beautiful, isn't it? Love it. What I love about cabbage, red cabbage, of course, you know, you're going to get the beta carotene because of the color. But what I like about it too is that you can eat this raw, so it's beautiful in salad. You just slice it very, very fine, and I always put either red cabbage or white cabbage in my salad. It makes my salad more filling as well. So here, because I'm cooking this, it doesn't have to be quite as fine. So I'm just slicing this up. So then I'm just going to go in there and slice it another 3 times across. So this way I have sort of like a cube. Can you see that? And then get a little closer. Okay. So I'll just cube this up. This is a big piece. I'm going to cube it 4 times. Okay, so now I have my cabbage. All right. Then we're going to cut up the onion. I think I'm going to get fresh onion. Okay. Inside of my... Okay, so I have my onion. I am going to just take the cabbage, move this out of the way, so we have some room to cut the onions. Yeah, so of course, this package, as I said, this is the teriyaki, and you can see that it has some different veggies in there, so I wanted to create a veggie mixed like that, something similar, but you know, you use what you have. So let's do this. Cut the onions. So what I am sharing with my detoxers, something I share all the time. You know that when you do the 28-day body and soul detox, you get my cookbook, Miracle Meals That Heal cookbook, and you also receive the detox book, which is chock full of everything you need to know, not just about detoxing, but just everything you need to know to eat, to live, to eat, to heal your body, and the spiritual component too, because of course, you know, the 28-day body and soul detox is so much more than food, because we actually are detoxing the soul, our minds, our will, and our emotions as well. So it's very, very comprehensive, and it's phenomenal. It really is. And you know, sometimes you don't really appreciate what you have, what God has given you, until you hear other people tell you how amazing something is, especially if you're not, you know, I don't know, I just don't tend to be as appreciative of what the gifts God has given me as I could be sometimes. And you know, like this detox, hearing the ladies talk about how amazing the program is, and several of the women who are doing the detox this time, they've done it before. And this year, I have a lot of that, a lot of repeat detoxers that keep doing it over and over again with me, even though they can do it by themselves because they have all of the tools now. They want to do it as a collective because there's something really awesome about community. You know how important that is, and that's why I this year launched the 28-day body and soul detox in addition to the 6-month program, so that those who are doing the detox can actually go on and continue the process of transformation without any breaks. They go straight from the detox into the 6-month program. And I'll talk to you more about the 6-month program on another video where I'll just specifically talk about that, because it's just so much to talk about with the 6-month program. It is just over and above what you can imagine. It's awesome. So, anyway, I am taking my olive oil and I'm going to put some olive oil in the pan. And of course there's a little controversy with the cooking with olive oil too. You really want to have something with a high heat to cook with. I still cook with olive oil, but it's best to use a really good oil, organic oil, that can receive high heat. And even if you can use like a coconut oil that's refined as opposed to unrefined, which means that it has been processed and it can receive a lot more of the heat, right? So I'm just thinking how I'm going to do this. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is just go on and put my onions in. Again, this is trial and error here. I've never made this jackfruit like this before. What I'm going to do next time, if I like it, I'm going to just go on and purchase the whole package of jackfruit that hasn't been prepared. Then this way I can put my own flavor in it. I can make it the way I want to make it. Right, so we have the onions in. Of course, putting the onions in first. I try not to even move these things, just let them stay and get brown. Now I'm putting in the reason why I'm putting in the squash next is because I want the squash to get brown. And again, I'm not going to even move this. I'm just going to let it stay in one place for a minute. And one of the things I do too sometimes is instead of putting the oil in the pan first, what I'll do, and that's what I've been doing lately. I wish I had done it this time to show you. What I'll do is I'll put the oil in the pan first. I'm sorry, I'll put the vegetables in the pan first. And I'll let them get hot enough where it's nice and hot, very hot. And then I'll put the oil in on the vegetables. And the reason why I like to do that is, again, it keeps me from having to overcook the oil. So the vegetables are already starting to get hot and cook, and then the oil just really goes in there and takes it to that really wonderful stage of being, sizzling and yumminess that oil makes food become. I'm sorry, I like me some oil, but this is still far different from the way we used to prepare food, right? This has so little oil compared to the way we used to make food. In fact, we weren't even using the oil. We would load up the veggies in water, right? Just put it in water, throw in some butter, and maybe some spices or whatever, and that was it. So now we're not even adding any water because we don't want to cook out and leach out all of the vitamins and minerals from our vegetables. So that's why the stir frying and the sauteing is so much better. So the next time I do a video where I'm sauteing, I'm going to show you that way that I'm making it now. I'm making the stir fry and sauteing by putting the oil in afterwards. Yeah. Okay, so really quickly, because now this is starting to cook and we don't want to overcook these vegetables. So I'm going to go on. Shoot, that was sea salt. I didn't mean to put that much sea salt. I thought that was garlic powder. I don't put that much sea salt because I like to use my Bragg liquid aminos, but oh well. You're live in here with me, and you can see my goof ups too. So this way you can see how I circumvent things and make things work even when I screw up a little bit. That was rosemary, and now this is, what is this? Oh, this is curry. I didn't mean to put curry. Is this curry? Yeah. I meant to use onion powder and garlic powder. I didn't know that was curry. So I put a little curry in there too. You see how that's browning? Now you turn. See, I'm not cooking on both sides the same way I cook that one side because I don't want to overcook these vegetables. In fact, they're pretty much ready right here. Yeah. So what I like to do, this is another little secret of mine. is I'll take these veggies out because, again, I don't want to overcook them. I want a little bit of crunchiness in there. Move this over so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm taking this out. In fact, I'm going to turn the pan off for a minute because I don't want to overcook. So I'll take all these veggies out, and then what I'm going to do is put in the next batch. Now the reason why I do that, turn this back on. The reason why I do that is because some of the veggies take a different, like they cook differently. You know? I can definitely taste the salt in there. And there's more salt than I want. So now this batch of veggies, I'm not going to put any salt. That should balance it out. So you don't want to throw all of your vegetables in a pan. Now, this is a big pan, but I still don't want to throw all my vegetables in here. Because, again, they cook differently, and add some water in there. They cook differently, and you just don't want a whole mishmash of vegetables. Some of them overcooked, some undercooked. It's just not good. Now, the reason why I added water was, first of all, I needed to clean the pan, get the juices that had cooked and dried out in the pan. I wanted to get those off the pan. And I also want to steam this cabbage just a little bit, because cabbage is pretty hard. It cooks fast. Now, don't be fooled. Cabbage can get overcooked quickly, and you don't want overcooked cabbage. Ew, don't like overcooked cabbage. So you want to be careful. There is definitely a little bit of a a technique to this, even though you don't have to worry too much, but just be aware. Watch yourself. Don't overcook your vegetables. I'm going to put some more garlic powder, all this onion powder. And let me just go and get my garlic. Now, what you can also do is you can take, that's garlic. Oops. What you can also do is you can go on and grate yourself or mash up some fresh garlic and fresh ginger. That is always a nice thing to do. I didn't do it this time, but for the most part, generally I do. I will go on and just make sure I have some fresh garlic and fresh ginger. The ginger just pops in your mouth. It's awesome. I'll probably end up doing that, but just for the sake of time, I'm not going to do it right this moment. Let's see. Alright, so now, you see how, okay, this is what I meant by making everything hot first. This is just about done. So, let me go on and put just a smidgen of olive oil in here. Another tip that's very important. If you're going to add any water to steam up before you start to stir fry, you're going to make sure that all the water is gone before you start to add any oil, right? You don't want to add the oil with the water in the pan. It's not a good thing at all. All right? Okay, so now I'm just going to add a little bit of dried liquid aminos, just a little bit. And I'm also going to grab my nutritional yeast. Because nutritional yeast, it's the vegan answer for vitamin B12. And it just makes, for me, it makes a nice roux. Okay, so now I'm going to add this back. in there and mix it all together. Turn this down. Now I'm going to push it to the side. You see all of this yumminess in this pan, right? I'm going to go on and put the jackfruit in here like this. Let's see what happens. Woo! Some steam coming out of here. I can smell the teriyaki flavor. That was nice. And I have to say, this definitely looks like meat. No question about it. No question about it. Now, you know what? I didn't put any pepper in this. I'm going to slide this over so that the meat portion of the pan gets the closest to the fire right now, because I don't really want to cook the veggies anymore. I think they're cooked enough. So I'm going to turn this up a little bit, and I'm going to put a little bit of red pepper in there. Red pepper flakes. Just a little bit. Alright? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to put this down to a medium heat. It's basically what I want to do is warm this up because it was refrigerated. And look at this. This is amazing. How like meat it looks. Isn't that amazing? Let me get this in here so you can really see. Wow. That is amazing. Wow. If this tastes as good as it looks, and, you know, wouldn't mind living in a world where we can eat whatever we want to eat and still be healthy, but really and truly, the way you feel is so important. It's so important, beloved. It is not worth eating something that's not good for you, and then in the long run is going to end up making you ill, you know, bringing on disease. So, yep. I'm going to see if I can taste this now. Again, I've never tasted this. It's the first time ever. Grab me a fork. So now I'm going to taste it without my stuff in there, just to get a taste of smoky in here. Let's see this. Okay. Ooh. You know, I like the texture, but I don't like what they made this with. I am like such a food snob. To me, I would have much rather have made this my own way. It tastes like it has a lot of sugar. Look at this recipe, this box of ingredients in here. Basically, this is made with young jackfruit, water, soy sauce. Ugh, don't like the soy sauce. It has organic cane sugar. That's like the third ingredient. Well, the fourth. After the jackfruit, water, and soy sauce is organic cane sugar. There's a lot of sugar in there. Ginger, toasted sesame oil, and then there's sunflower oil, toasted sesame seeds, and garlic. So it really isn't too bad what's in it, but I have to do a lot of doctoring to get this to taste the way I would want it to taste, because like I said, it's just sweet and too sweet. So first of all, I'm going to add some glucosamines to balance the sweet, add some salty flavor. And then I'm also going to add some of my toasted sesame seed oil to give it, you know, to give it more of a Asian flavor, because I don't really taste the Asian flavor in this. Yeah, missed the mark here. So now I'm going to just mix this all up, so my flavors can mix in with this. I wish I had some red pepper in here, just so to add some color, some redness. Need some redness in here, but it's okay. Food snob, that I am. My husband is too. We're both food snobs. Very particular. You know, it has to be awesome. It has to be awesome. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to try this all mixed up. See what happens. Much better mixed up, for sure. Much better. Starting to taste really good. So what I'll probably do too is put some. I'm gonna grate some ginger. Pop up the flavor with some ginger. But basically that's it. So again, the next time I make the jackfruit, I am going to use the plain jackfruit that comes in a package. It's already cut and put in a package. I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to season it the way I want to season it. You know, this pre-seasoned stuff I don't normally do, but I just wanted to try it, and I didn't want to get a whole big package of the plain, which I probably should have just done that. So I'm going to taste this again. Oops. I have to say the texture is amazing. The texture is amazing. It really does look like meat, doesn't it? Alright, so what I'm going to do is just go on and make up a bowl here. As you can see, scoop up some rice. This rice. And yeah, so basically I just wanted them to have another option for their organic vegan week. And so I figured, let's try jackfruit. We met at Taste Buds health food store yesterday, because one of the things I do in every detox, I take my local clients to our local health food store. And so I take them there and I do something called a shopping tour. So I teach them how to shop, and I have them tour the store. So that's it. This is our jackfruit stir fry here with the rice and the veggies. And again, I suggest that you buy the jackfruit that does not have the pre-seasoned package, or not pre-seasoned at all, that you season it yourself. Very good. All right, everyone. Look forward to seeing you next time. Meet me at sharingthebliss.com. I forgot to put the broccoli in there, because I would have had to like steam them a little bit first, so I didn't bother. But I'm going to do that now. I'm going to put the broccoli in there. I'm going to put some ginger in there and just work on it a little more until I'm totally satisfied. And that's what you should do too. All right. Okay, everyone. Meet me at sharingthebliss.com. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.